Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm just gonna do a very brief video in regards to Injustice. I've been playing a lot of MK recently. I've been doing a lot of commentary for Mortal Kombat recently. My channel started on Mortal Kombat, so I am going to be starting to do more diverse videos. So I'm going to be doing Mortal Kombat videos and I'm going to be doing Injustice videos. The main purpose of this video is just to comment on the state of Cheetah. I've done this a few times, but it's always worth just updating because obviously with every patch the meta kind of evolves. So Cheetah's a really strong character, but she has a flaw in that she has no safe offensive game plan. So I don't want to, prattle on for too long about what's wrong, but essentially the reason why you don't see top players picking up Cheetah and going, yeah, I think I can play this in tournament, is literally because she has no way of approaching her opponent without being in direct firing line of their either a panic defense button or just their offense in general. So to give you a comparison would be Batman. So Batman, very similar to Cheetah in the fact that he has, quite decent back dashes, forward dashes, very stubby normals, but he's able to cover his approach with his trait, which is his bats. Now, if he didn't have his trait bats, Batman, you would never see this character in tournament. It literally defines him. You would pick him up and you go, well, the only way this character gets in is with an unsafe jump 2, and at least Batman has a slide. Cheetah doesn't have that, so her equivalent of a slide is her lunge. Sorry, I've literally not played yet, and it's unsafe. It's just not there. So ultimately what I'm trying to say is when you've got characters like Batman with a great trait to get in, Flash has got his sort of running man stance forward too, he's even got his trait activation to help him get in, and even Flash players say he's got bad neutral. So why does that leave Cheetah? And this is why when the title of this video is, Cheetah, what's wrong? And what, it's not so much as, me complaining that the character's low tier, it's just me saying, giving an explanation as to why we do not see Cheetah in tournament. A top player will look at a character and they will go, right, how do I play this character against a smart opponent, enforce my game plan safely or as safe as possible, and rinse repeat? It's as simple as that. You cannot do this with Cheetah. It doesn't mean she's terrible, it doesn't mean she's a bad character. All it means is that you're playing very risky, and a lot of players aren't gonna sign up to a tournament and play that way. Some people will, I will, Revit Leafin does, but ultimately nearly everything that you see Revit Leafin do is a gimmick or a risk. It's just how Cheetah is. Command grabs, risk. Are they ducking or are they standing? You can't react to it. You can condition to a certain point, but ultimately it's a risk. So not to prattle on, I'm just going to go over what I think Cheetah kind of needs going forward. I think a dive kick needs to be invincible to normals and not specials from frame 1. This is, a lot of people think, well, that's strange, but actually it kind of makes sense. So there's going to be a buff and a nerf with this. So with this, she's basically, the moment I hit dive kick, I'm invincible to all normals. Not specials, but normals. This includes air to airs, this includes sort of Wonder Woman spamming just down 2s, after anything, because, there's no risk against Cheetah. But this basically means, this is a full combo punish on block, move, and on whiff. She can't, once Cheetah commits, it's over. No matter what happens, you're getting punished if they block it. But it gives her a little bit more safety in terms of her offense. At the moment, if I jump against the Wonder Woman player, I have to fully commit to a super fast dive kick in order to stop her from hitting me, and even then I'll still get beat out by certain things. and it's a full commitment. It's a full risk. It's a you're gonna press a button commitment. And if she's just holding back, which is what she's gonna be all game, like you know, they're gonna whiff punish it, and it's just too risky. With me being able to jump and then do this, it gives me a full sort of 50-50 option between am I going to do a jump normal, which you can anti-air, or am I going to do the dive kick. Here's the nerf. She can no longer special cancel out of a normal into dive kick. I think it's fair. It should be in the game anyway. It's not good gameplay. Don't like it. So there it is. So basically the idea is that if Cheetah commits to a dive kick, she can't be air to air, she can't be anti-aired, but it can be blocked on punish, it can be whiffed and punished. Essentially it's just a risk for Cheetah, but it's a good one. Non-invulnerable to special attacks. So if you have a special move like an anti-air, like Flash's up move, you know, Firestorm's Flame Blast, Wonder Woman's up shield, you know, Wonder Woman's up bling, you know, all these things that actually require, you know, a special input to anti-air hurt will still work if you're in time. It's literally just going to be sort of anti-air normals. The second thing that I believe Cheetah needs is her sweep needs to be -7. So her sweep doesn't actually have as much range as people think. I mean, it does have a lot of range. If you're wondering what that is, by the way, it's her legendary because I'm in non-competitive mode. It's actually pretty cool. Her claw attacks have a chance to sort of put a dot on them. It's really cool. So her sweep needs to be -7. And although her sweep's really good, it's one of the best down 3s in the game. It's unsafe against characters like Firestorm, Atrocitus, and the reason why I want it to be -7 instead of -8 is just to stop those characters from punishing a sweep at max range. It's still going to get full combo punished if you're mashing sweep in their face like this with the 6-frame characters, but the characters that have 7-frame down ones tend to have like a longer range, and I feel like it's such a slap in the face to get punished for it when Cheetah really, like, this is one of, like, it's her only fast sort of far-reaching normal. Robin's is safe. It doesn't even have a he doesn't have a hurt box when doing it. It's like an alien technical thing, and it's safe. He can do it. He's got Batarang to cover his. He's got so many, like, this is why you see Robin in tournament and you don't see Cheetah, and people say Robin's not good. It's because he's got things like a safe low. He's this got great range. He's got Batarang to cover his approach. You know, Batarang, sorry. So that's the other thing. The last thing that I'm going to touch on is this is just to make her viable, just to make people think actually this character's, you know, definitely worth picking up. Is she needs either this move. So this is a Spotted Torpedo, you know, because she's a cheat and she has spots. It's a pretty cool name actually. Really cool design. The move looks great. You're able to meter burn it, and it works with a trait as well. So it does more damage with trait, and especially the meter burn version. Obviously they can change the damage values if they like, you know, they can do what they want. But this allows her to carry to the corner, gives her a little bit of a knockdown. Not only that, it allows her to, you know, play a neutral where if they, you know, they put a foot wrong, she can whiff punish them. And she doesn't have that at the moment. She literally just has to fly in there with lunge, and by the time you're in there, you're not whiff pushing it. You know that they're gonna block, they're gonna down 2. She can't whiff punish stupid silly stuff, and that's another reason why a top player's not gonna pick her up. It's like, well, she's cool, but I can't punish silly stuff. Like Robin can use his DP. She can't, like, she's got nothing. Giving her Spotted Torpedo would alleviate that. The other one is Creepy Predator. So either one of these moves will be fine. Spotted Torpedo would be my pick just because I think it's just a little bit, it makes more sense. This is more of a, like a, although it's like good, it's a combo extender, and I don't think she needs that, if that makes any sense. So just to give you an idea of what this would look like, is why I think this is cool. I'm playing as Wonder Woman right now. I'm gonna throw a shield out. She's gonna block it, and then she's gonna reverse a punish. I mean that looks sweet to Cheetah players' eyes, because at the moment this is just something that it's just not possible. You know, like, you can't do this. So yeah, a lot of people may think, wow, if she had this kind of stuff, she would actually be really scary. She'd be really scary. And, you know, this is my argument on these things, because people go, oh, she doesn't need these things, she's got ridiculous damage and all that lot. I would rather have a safe game plan, good tools in the neutral, than have silly damage from just, you know, somebody doing basically the opponent making a mistake and allowing her to hit them with trail. And I'm not saying it's impossible, you know, I get hit by it, but, you know, this kind of thing is, it's hard to describe, but essentially it's almost like a gimmick, because there's no mix-up there. It costs 2 bars, she has to have the trail up anyway, it's all anti-airable. But at the same time, it does happen, and it can happen at, you know, all levels of play. So I can understand the argument on both sides. And I'd have that do 400 damage if she was able to do a reversal this, or she was able to punish someone doing something silly with this, take them to the corner. You know, for me, that's brilliant. So safe sweep, or at least -7 sweep. Like, I don't mind it being like 6 frame punishable with 6 frame down ones that are usually more stubby. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So 7 frame down 1, invincible dive kick from normals, really important, really important. It means that, you know, a Catwoman or a Flash player can't down 2 her dive kick, you know, and it means that they can't like just instant anti-air like Harley and stuff in jump 1, and also she can't special cancel out of the dives. Spotted torpedo or creeping predator, maybe even both. I really, you know, that's fine. They just need to find a way to scale her damage to change her. This character, I do believe, needs kind of a bit of a rework. She's a bit too high risk reward. This last change is it's not needed, but it kind of makes sense. Back 2 needs to tick into her command throws. So I'm practicing. Needs to tick into her command throws on hit and on block. So a lot of people go, what? Well, essentially, I mean, not only is it quite a hard cancel to do anyway, but the main reason why on hit and block is it's already a risk on both. So I want it to tick into both versions, on hit and on block. But essentially, the reason why I'm saying these things is she's already taking a risk by going high or low command grab. This is punishable, by the way, on hit or block. Not on hit, sorry, on block. This is punishable. So back 2 into low or back 2 into high command grab on block would be punishable if the opponent was ducking or standing and you did the wrong one. So if they're ducking and I do the high command grab, so let's see, it's going to be really hard to, I think I can just do it. So if I do this into high command grab, full combo punish. And if I do it into the low command grab, full combo punish. But it ticks. So if they're standing and I do low, obviously it's going to work even on block and on hit, and vice versa. So this is a sort of dream change for Cheetah, but it kind of makes sense. So if I'm jumping in on someone and I do this, I'm essentially just gambling. You know, it's a 50-50, full combo punish or not full combo punish, if that makes any sense, and the opponent can't wriggle out of it. And that's how Cheetah kind of is, but at the moment, you know, she can get out of it. And, you know, it's not even a straight 50-50. The opponent can literally just jump out. You know, and people might feel super scared about the prospect of this, but I'm telling you now, like, look at Zangief in Street Fighter. This character, the moment he lands an EX spinning pile driver, he gets a free dash up, and you have to literally guess between SPD or a normal. And then he can do normals into full combos. If he has V-trigger active, he can reset it again, or he can go into an air SPD. This is the kind of level that these characters are on. I'm comparing Street Fighter and Justice, kind of insane, but it's just how it is. Like, I'm jumping in, I'm doing a risk, it's a complete guess on my end. The opponent can mix up standing or low. There's no like guess with the mid. The only thing that I need to worry about is, well, it's nothing. I just do it. It's risky. It's risky. You do it, and that's why I want to do it. You know. So yeah, It would be really cool, like really cool if she had that. But again, I'm not bothered if she didn't. I just think that's kind of how that would make her command grab game actually scary. Whereas at the moment, her command grab game, if you watch a top cheater player, they don't use the command grabs. I try to use them because, you know, I feel like it's a little bit more skillful in that kind of sense. But if you watch a top cheater player, they're just not worth the risk. If the opponent presses a button, you get nothing from it. If the opponent, it's too risky. It's just too risky. You're better off just doing their strings and doing lunge cancels, doing, you know, like really random stuff. It's just not worth it. So anyway, just to summarize, -7 sweep. The invincible dive kick can no longer dive kick out of jump normals. Maybe a little bit more block stun on her jump attacks, but I don't really need that because I've got the jump 2 now. And possibly the inclusion of a fast advancing normal, whether it be either one of these or both, don't really care, but they're both really good, really cool. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you guys can understand sort of the trials and tribulations of Cheetah, why she's good and why she's bad. And I'll try and bring you a lot more content going forward now that the holidays are almost over, and I'll see you next time.